Hello, iRace Research Institute. My name is Hamamatsu, a registered dietitian. The theme this time is AI and Meal Open. Mental health? It's the science of mental health and food. I often hear the saying that the mind and body are connected. Think so? In fact, this intriguing connection is being elucidated through scientific means. And by borrowing the power of AI, new possibilities are opening up in this field. This time we will discuss the close relationship between diet and mental health. Regarding the relationship, the latest research and potential of AI technology, including specific applications names like those used in daily life, I truly wish I could tell you more in detail. First, about the relationship between diet and the mind. Let's take a look. Recently, about the past 10 years. However, the rapidly evolving field of nutritional psychiatry is developing. Mental health, and there is a field that scientifically studies the relationship between eating habits. That certain nutrients play an important role in maintaining brain function is becoming clear. There are a variety of essential nutrients, such as different types of B vitamins, especially vitamin B12. Extensive research has shown that a deficiency in folic acid might significantly increase the risk of developing depression, which is essential for the production of neurotransmitters because it's something, if you don't have enough, you will feel more deeply depressed, and it can lead to numerous other causes. There are times, also in terms of vitamins, vitamin D, right? If this nutrient is also lacking, that worsening of physical volume and stress symptoms, the possibility of becoming, it will be the pointed vitamins. Additionally, other elements called bipada, it's a nutrient that is abundant in fish. Regarding this as well, brain structure maintenance and function, it is definitely something that greatly helps to improve. It appears that there are numerous reports demonstrating a significant relationship with depression. Specific nutrient with respect to each. That's also true. More important, nano is a pattern of eating. I mean, what kind of meal is good? I absolutely love the Mediterranean diet. I was told, what kind of meal is this? Is this truly a pattern? Vegetables and fruits. The rest is whole grain. It's a whole grain. Not white, but rather a light shade of brown. Abound in staple foods. That's precisely what I'm referring to. Eating a lot of plant-based foods, beans and nuts. As for oils, olive oil is the main oil. That is, I also have fish in moderation, dairy products. It represents a dietary habit of significantly reducing red meat consumption. Being termed as Mediterranean cuisine, this food style is prevalently consumed in that region, and the pattern of being eaten. Research has shown that this type of eating pattern also has a positive effect on mental health. On the contrary, the bad thing is, what type of dietary habits are these? In other words, well, soon, imaginable. It will be the content, processed food, or refined grains, bread that is white, and lots of sweets. Like taking so-called Western style, a dietary pattern is for mental health. Research has indicated that it could have a detrimental effect. I would also like to note that the intestines of the stomach, gut and the brain-head connection of, technically speaking, it is called gut-brain disease. It is also attracting attention in the field of mental health. The gut is also called the second brain. It will be something that profoundly impacts our emotions and moods. It has been suggested that improving the intestinal environment may lead to improved mental health of this gut bacteria. In terms of research, over the last 8 to 10 years. That's about it. A lot of research on gut bacteria and diet. I remember it was yes. And what does this gut bacteria do? Is there anything else? Vitamin K and vitamin B. I mentioned earlier that B vitamins are very important. Synthesize these. Yes, they create it for me. Also, you're immune. The immune system, you can adjust it. It additionally contributes to regulating the inflammatory response in the body. So, highly immune. Of course, it's important. Inflammatory response. It is also important on vitamins K and B. It is involved in various places, so the intestinal bacteria that make it I think you can see that it is very important after all. Now, I have seen this relationship between diet and the mind. How will AI be involved? AI is good at analyzing huge amounts of data. Consequently, we can suggest meal plans that are tailored specifically for each person. Customized nutritional guidance, which reflects genetic data and daily routines. Nutritional advice. It is possible to more accurately evaluate the nutrition of dietary records. And one more thing. In the field of mental health, do sentiment analysis with AI. This is the case. What kind of analysis? There are about 3. One is to read facial expressions with a camera. There is also AI that guesses emotion. The other is text. It's basic text, isn't it? They say emotions can be judged from such an analysis. There is also an eye like this. And already, one is through biological information analysis. It is also surprising that it detects stress and anxiety early. Biometric information is, for instance, heart rate, sleep rhythms, information about that. I'm good at analyst AI, so analyze information to detect stress and anxiety early, suggesting relaxation methods, etc. It's like you can do that. Yes, specific services. There are also a number of them. First of all, it's called Aveafi. This is a fairly new app. Waseda University app co-developed with. However, theories such as cognitive behavior therapy were incorporated. It has become something. Dialogue with AI, self-care app to deepen self-understanding. It seems that there is a chat function. It's almost as if AI now constantly monitors user posts and enhances its awareness. Even though I am unable to interact with people, if it's a sensitive content too, there are times when we can consult with you, so this is also rather amusing. Initiatives. I think it's an app. And I think this was from overseas. There is something called Coco, and this is also, it's more like an app or a platform. Air an empathetic response to what the user has typed. Provided by, it appears to offer positive strategies for addressing it. It's been 15 years, so it's already 10 years. This happened prior 10 years ago, already suitable. It has become a real app. The rest is Table, that analyzes emotions. Because interface for remote workers, there is also a system. This happens to be the camera. It's a camera on a computer, isn't it? Expression, for analyzing AI from the camera, identify changes in mental health early. It functions this way. One more thing, I thought this was also quite interesting. This is called a professional. It's a tool developed by Mitsubishi Research Institute. It has become quantifying mental health status from data on employees' work status. It is a tool that predicts the state up to 3 months ahead. After all, the mental situation is the working situation. To the data of, it's gradually coming down. You appear to be aware and make your predictions from there. This is indeed very interesting. Cutting edge app? I think so. The rest is in Nichihara City, Chiba Prefecture. Demonstration experiment was conducted. There exists an application called Emole. This is through a conversation with AI, solving mental festival issues. It's similar to executing it. Okay. Further details on food. What is the connection? Karomama. That's right. The main thing is that it will be an app that keeps track of meals. 5 levels of daily mood. I can record it. The situation and the eating situation. It is now feasible to understand it. This is further analyzed from there. If you can do it, I think it's interesting. These apps and systems are a future where more people can easily access mental health care by enabling personalized mental health care through AI. Suggest. In addition, chatbots using AI are utilizing cognitive behavioral therapy techniques. It is now possible to provide immediate feedback on the problems users have. Furthermore, AI is post content, and by analyzing digital data, by understanding the user's emotional state and stress level, the naught is a symptom of anxiety. Detecting early signs, I think this is where it's becoming possible. Next, AI-assisted meals. The characteristics of It's personalization. It lies in individuality. This is not merely a general suggestion of a suitable diet. According to the person's condition, being able to suggest an appropriate meal plan, I think it's the most attractive thing to Masu. For instance, adequate intake of nutrients related to mental health. It's a suggestion. Meal plan to improve the intestinal environment. To create, or something like that. Practical considerations that cater to individual life rhythms and food preferences. Suggesting menus. Also food allergies. Chronic illness. Safe diet taking into account. Make suggestions or something? That's right. Additionally, AI offers ongoing monitoring. Through this, we analyze individual reactions and improvement status. You can adjust your plan from time to time. This is also quite good eating counseling lead to something effective. I think so. Meals are, after all, daily. Due to this, continuous monitoring, etc. Adjust from time to time. That kind of adjustment power. I think this is what is required, so I really like that. I believe I can utilize it. After all, any AI-related app is the same. But there are also matters that require thorough consideration for data, ensuring information security, ethical considerations or something. However, I think there is definitely a possibility that AI will change mental health care into something more familiar and acceptable. It is necessary to understand this issue and incorporate it well. There is. So this time, Sakai. Contents regarding nutrients. It's become too much. However, there are actually many other relationships between food and the mind. For example, to thoroughly chew. Chewing well, it was chewing. That's very important. The rest is the time and what to eat and what to eat. Nutritional things. Or having breakfast a bit later. The important thing is not that the content of breakfast is important, but that it is actually, by eating it, the body is reset. That's why it's important to reset your body clock. That's what it is. Depending on the person's condition and purpose, foods that are not nutritious, habitual eating behavior approach becomes increasingly important over time. Not only in that area, but also as AI continues to develop, become even better. I think so. This time, the relationship between eating habits and mental health, and I've talked about the new possibilities that AI opens up. Finally, in the area of mental health and diet, let me tell you something I want to remember. What am I saying? Eating habits are very important for our health. It will be important. That by itself will not resolve all issues. For mental health, sleep, exercise, stress, environment and genetics, and there are really various factors involved, such as eating habits. So as I talked about this time, diet and nutrients. That by itself will never entirely solve all the problems. That's absolutely correct. AI is our help you manage your health. It's like a good partner. When you decide that your physical condition is changing, first consult with someone close to you and consult a specialist. Visiting a medical institution? I hope you can borrow your help. While utilizing the latest technology to the ruling party, we will find the right health management method for each person. That is the new era to come. I think it's me. See you next time. It was an iRice Research Institute.